Hello and welcome back to Cookies Diamond Painting. My name is Amanda and I thought I would just go back to the basics today. You see all these YouTube videos and you see diamond paintings all over the internet and on Instagram, and I just kind of wanted to take a step back and kind of go over some things that maybe a new diamond painter or somebody who hasn't diamond painted yet might need for this craft. Just fair warning, it is a little bit of a slippery slope. Once you get your first one, it's all downhill from there. There are so many different varieties out there, any art subject that you could possibly imagine, different manufacturers. There are some that are legally licensed, which I fully support and encourage you to buy from if this is a hobby that you are falling in love with. There are some websites out there that may sell the same image, but unfortunately they have most likely stolen that image, and the artist or the manufacturer of that image does not get the credit, and therefore they do not get compensated for it. So please be mindful of that. I do highly encourage you to buy from a reputable brand and licensed artwork, because everybody's just trying to make a living out there. So I have a few things on my table right now that are probably pretty standard to starting your first kit. Of course, you're going to need a diamond painting. I picked up this one from Diamond Dots at Walmart. I think it was only like $10, so that's pretty darn good for the budget. This one happens to be, it says intermediate up here. I'm not sure what makes it intermediate or, a beginner friendly. I would say this is beginner friendly. It is a partial. If you look on the side of the box, you can see the design area is just the dream catcher itself and not the full image of the background on there. So I figured that would be a good one to look at. Most diamond kits also are all-encompassing. That means they have everything that you would possibly need to start your diamond paintings. And here are just some extras. So you can pick these up. It is just a little organizer. It has 4 different containers and one little slot here. Was that 28 containers here? You might need a Sharpie, some scissors. These containers do come with labels. I have found that they do not peel off as well as some of these Avery labels do. These come off really nice. I've had some stuck on label or containers for months and months just because it was a kit that I wasn't fond of and I didn't really want to finish at the moment. Months later, finally finished it, and the labels came off perfectly. No residue, nothing. So let's take, and one other thing that is not a necessity, but it is very handy, is release papers. So I bought these from Amazon. I think a pack of 50 of them was only like $10. There's tons of choices out there, but release paper is just something that you put on the canvas to protect the sticky if you don't want the clear film on it, and then you can just peel these off. These are reusable. On one side it's kind of a waxy backing on it, and on the side is paper. Do not stick this side on the sticky part of the canvas because it will not come off. There are some out there that are double-sided, and those are great. So let's clear this off a little bit so we can open the kit and look to see what's inside and what comes with it. I'm going to do this from the bottom because it's less tape. So get this one out. empty. And Diamond Dots at Walmart is coming in with 3 new tools on there. So that is super exciting as well. So let's go over what these, oh, this one has special diamonds. So if you are like some, and after you get going in your diamond painting, I would say after, because like I said, it is kind of a slippery slope. Most diamond companies most kit companies put what the name of the kit is on the drill bags. So in case you want to keep them separate for safe space saving. Because I know the boxes do take up quite a bit of room. You can put them in separate areas, and then that way you know what is what. So this one says DD4.0494, which it also says right there on the box as well. So let's take a look at this really quick before throw garbage over there. So I did say that these are all encompassing. It does come with a toolkit, and the basic toolkit is you get a pen with a single placer at one end, and a single placer is just one. You'll pick up one diamond at a time to place down on the drill field. It does come with a squishy, just like in elementary school. It had the squishies for your pens. So you can put that on. It is a little bit nicer on your hands to grip with. And then it does come with a 3-placer. So you will be able to pick up 3 diamonds at the same time. They are all in a row for that one. It does come with, I'm guessing that's a 6-placer. That looks to be about a 6-placer. Again, you can pick up 6 diamonds at the same time and place those all down in a row. This is a straightener. So in case you put a diamond down just a little off center from the drill field, you can put this down and just kind of scooch it just a little bit. It does come with a plate of wax. And to use the wax, it usually has 2 plastic films over each side. Otherwise, it's just going to be a complete mess. But you take your pen with your placer, multi-placer, or your single placer on there. Put the 3-placer in there so we can show you. And you take your pen and lift up the top sheet, push down, wiggle just a little bit, kind of like you're cutting cookies, and then it is on there. Not sure if you can see that. It is in there. It's kind of a little tacky on there, so I'm just gonna do that on the same for here, and you can see that a whole lot better. You can see the pink in there, and that is your wax. So we're gonna put that aside. Put this back in the bag. And it comes with a tray. So a tray is very important because you're going to pour your drills in there. You can shake it around just a little bit, and it has grooves in here to kind of line up the drills so you can pick them up. So here we are going to look at the different drills for this one. Sometimes it does come with the DMC number on it, and DMC is just a brand. It is what cross stitchers use for colors for their floss, and a lot of the diamond kits now come with the DMC color code on there. They're just trying to correlate the two together. So you will have your your bags, you know, starting with 1, 2, 3, and so on with your, normally it would have DMC on it. Diamond Dots does not use the DMC. They use their own number system, but there are conversion charts out there if you would like to save them, which is what I do. So just zipping through there really quick to look at the colors. This is known as a train of drills because it's in a train. Other ways that drills can come are in individual Ziploc baggies. Oh, and it looks like we have an AB in here. Not sure if you can, there we go. AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and they have a shimmery iridescent coating on the top of them. And then this one, we have some special drills. So this one is quite large. It is actually not normally what is in a kit. These are known as special drills, all different sizes, different shapes, different colors. We're going to scoot that stuff to the side so we can take a look at the canvas itself. Show you around a little bit. These canvases are considered are classified as poured glue, and that just means that it is the type of adhesive on the canvas that you stick your drills to. It is a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more durable, so you can manhandle it a little bit, just kind of getting some of the wrinkles out. And the kit also most likely will come with directions on how to diamond paint. It is pretty self-explanatory. You match up the packet or the color with the symbol on the kit, pour the diamonds in the tray, get your wax, which we already did, pick up your drill, remove the plastic film, and place your drill down on the corresponding color. Just gonna throw that over there. All right, I'm gonna, as I was saying, this is a little bit more forgiving. Get off me. There was, when I first started diamond painting, there was 2 types of canvases. So you had the poured glue canvas, which this one is, and then you had a double-sided adhesive canvas. I haven't seen one of those in a very long time, or it's been a very older kit that I've seen those in. If you get one that has double-sided adhesive, you cannot be this manhandling with it. You have to leave it lay flat. You can't bend it, crease it, fold it, or anything like that. So poured glue is the way to go. Something else that is not necessarily a have to have if you want to start this craft. It is very helpful. As you can see, I have a light pad here. This is a A2, I believe. So it's pretty big. It's legal size of paper, maybe a little bit bigger. It is from Art Dot. I do flip mine around because the charging cord is up there, and if I don't, it's going to be on my bottom right hand side, and I'm going to bump it and I could damage the cord for it. So I flip it over. It's fine because I want the most area that I can to diamond paint. So here we have the canvas itself. Again, this is a partial. That means you are only going to put drills on part of it. So we have the dream catcher up here. We have the feathers down here. We also have our specials here. So each canvas should have a legend on it. So you will have the, let's see if I can, there we go. Sorry, my camera's not focusing for some reason. But anyway, you have the serial number, which is the number of the bag. You have the grid sign symbol, and then you have the diamond dots number. Again, you can look up conversion charts if you want to keep those. For the DMC number, you don't have to. It's a personal preference. I personally do. A little bit more about the canvas. It is a soft felt back. It does have the scalloped edges and pokes for around the edges. Not sure if you can see that, but there are little pokes, which prevents fraying of the canvas itself. And down at the bottom, we do have that DD 4.094 to correspond with the pack of the drills, to correspond with the box. You have your name of the canvas itself, which is Dreamcatcher, design size, fabric size. This one is, the fabric itself is 33 centimeters by 50 centimeters. Kits don't go in, they do go by inches, but if somebody says I did a 24 by 24 centimeter, it's kind of the standard to talk in centimeters on these. I think my largest kit is over, I'd have to look it up. It's really big. It's, hold on a second, I'll have a link to it on, or you can look through my playlist. It is the Dragons, the Train of Dreams, I think. Hold on. My largest diamond painting is Train of Dreams. It is 173 centimeters by 46 centimeters. So it's not very long this way, it's very long this way. It's gonna be amazing. But we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about beginning this. If you want to try something that big your first go around, kudos to you, more power to you. I wanted to start off with something small, something easy, something that I knew I could achieve. So, okay, we are going to set the canvas aside, and I'm going to show you my method of kitting up and how I do it. And then we will get back to this. So let me grab one more thing here. I think somebody stole my tray. Somebody stole my big tray. Again, you can use whatever tray that you have that comes with the kit. You can certainly go by, pick up one bag, do all that color, and just do it by colors. I personally do not. I go symbol, or I would do a section. I would do a section at a time. That's just the way my brain works. So the way I kit up is, let's scooch this guy over here, come back to these containers here, and I'm going to take a bigger tray because I have multiple kits. This one is actually from Diamond Art Club. I'm going to take this tray. I'm going to take my number 1 bag, and I'm going to put it in my first container. But first I want to label up my container, and that's where the labels and the pen come in handy. So on my canvas, A01 is going to correspond with A01 bag, and I'm actually just going to put the symbol on it, and it is a circle with a stick. So I'm just going to draw a circle, color it in with a stick, and put that on my first tray. So then I would take my container. I'm going to see if I can do it this way. So just in case I make a mess or I spill, do it this way. And I am actually cutting not on the perforated here between the 2 bags, the heat seal between the 2 bags. I'm cutting just below it. That way I keep my garbage down just a little bit. So I will cut here. It cuts this color open, but it keeps this color still heat sealed, and I don't have little bits of plastic because we already have enough bits of plastic going around. And then I will just pour that in there. Ooh, very carefully, because that was a big bag. And Diamond Dots doesn't always have a lot of static. If you want to go searching for how I combat static on my drills, I do have, I think it was, I'm kitting up the 10th, a Diamond Art Club kit, and it had so much static in it. Alright, so there's your first one. It is in there. Now you just have to do that 25 more times. So I'm going to go ahead and kit up the rest of these, and we will be back shortly. I did put the ABs in 2 different containers because it was a thicker bag. So we have those there. Now for the canvas, I am actually going to peel this back just a little bit because I do see some bubbles, and that's just from when they rolled it. And again, poured glue is very forgiving. You can either peel it back and just kind of flatten it with your hand. Do a better job of flattening it with my hand. Or another tool that is great to use, they gave you the little straightener in the kit. This is just a bigger one that I happened to get with another kit, another accessory kit that I got. Just kind of flatten it that way. I'm going to do the same to this way because I can see a bubble right here. Just to help it lay flat a little bit better. Oops. Got some dog fur in there. Alright, and there's the canvas. So, like I said before, you can leave the plastic film on there and just do one color at a time if that's what you choose. I choose not to. I choose to do it by sections. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this whole thing off. Well, let's start at the top because I like to start at the top left and, you know, go down it just like we read. So I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to put some cover paper on there. And these are just random ones that in this pack. So in no particular order or anything like that. And I just want to cover the sticky part on it because, I mean, if you get your arm stuck in there, it's going to pick up. So the sticky part on a partial is only where the diamonds are going to go. It's not up here. It's not sticky at all. It's only where the diamonds are. There's nothing sticky in the middle there. For a full canvas, the whole thing is going to be sticky. So, not really going to try to line these up. I just want to cover as best as I can. Like I said, these are kind of random. And I am overlapping just a little bit because the more I can cover with this cover paper, the better. Let's see if I can lay these this way and cover everything up. Perfect. Take the rest of this off. Throw it over there. And just keep going down, covering up, overlapping just a tiny bit. So when you're ready to do a section, you can come take off the cover paper, do that section, and put your cover paper away. Like I said, you can get reusable ones, you can get all sorts of different ones. I have run out. I have a couple of spares here, but okay. I'm gonna move this one down a little bit because I did not cover about 2 symbols down there. So I may have to position this one a little bit awkward to get those covered. I think that'll be close enough. And then this one down here is just going to, oh, I could have done that too. I'll just do that. Peel these back up, put that one down. Everybody's covered. All right, that is ready to go. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments, want to know something else about diamond painting, let me know down in the comments below. I do have a few unboxings. I have a couple of kitting up videos, a couple of de-kitting videos in my playlist. If you want to go check those out, please do so. I appreciate you stopping by. But before we do that, the whole point of this is getting back to the basics. How to diamond paint. So why not diamond paint a little bit? So I just wanted to scoot that one over. We'll pick that one up. Move it off to the side. All right, so looks like here, I'm just gonna do a little section. We have the triangle symbol. Again, you can always look over here for the triangle symbol and then look in your containers here for the corresponding symbol. It is in this row. It is this one right here. So I'm just going to pour just a few into my tray. And then I'm going to put this up here with the lid up. Now I do have to be careful because if I were to get bumped or jostled around too much, I could potentially spill that. But I don't have any other way of remembering what symbol I am on if I have to get up or whatnot. But you just want to shake your tray just ever so slightly and see how they're lining up there. They do have a domed side and they do have a flat side, and you want the flat side down. So you're going to take your pen with the wax in there and you're just going to slightly press on it, pick one up, and cover the symbol. And that is all there is to diamond painting. You can do one at a time. You can do multiple at a time. As you can see here, I am just slightly adjusting these just so they cover up the symbol just a little tiny bit better. Let's see, is there a spot I can show the multi-placing? I think I might be able to multi-place right here. So I'm going to flip this over and take my 3-placer with the wax on it. I'm going to line up 3 of the drills themselves. As you can see, it picked up 3 right. And I'm just going to find a spot that has 3 of them together with the same symbol and just put them down just like that. You might have to adjust just a smidge because it is kind of on a curve, but that's okay. Just get a little bit going. Follow the symbol around however you like. And just dot away. That is all you have to do. And then when you are done with that symbol, take your tray, gently shake it back into your container with all the extras. Sometimes you gotta give them a little nudge to get back in there. Close it up and go on to your next color. Alright, thank you for joining me on this back to basics on how to diamond paint, how to get started, how to get kit up. Let me know if this is your first diamond painting or your 100th diamond painting down in the comments below. If you'd like to check out some of my other unboxings and kit ups and kit downs, please check out my playlist. Those will be listed as well. As always, thank you for joining me. Make it a great day. It is up to you.